Most people swipe their credit cards without thinking twice. But what if I told you that you're literally losing hundreds, maybe thousands of dollars every year? I'm not talking about cutting back or budgeting harder. I'm talking about money that you should have been earning just by using the right cards. Because the truth is that your neighbor might be making money for doing nothing. Just spending money that they were gonna spend anyways, while you're paying full price for everything. But in this video, I'm gonna break down the top 5 reward cards in 2025. These are cards that literally pay you back a percentage of everything that you spend. And one of them is gonna surprise you because they don't give you just cash back, it pays you an asset that can actually grow in value. By the end of this video, you will know which cards will give you maximum rewards on groceries, gas, and bills, how to stack them for maximum rewards, and the one catch-all card that I recommend so you never leave free money on a table again. I've analyzed dozens of cards, crunched the numbers, and if you spend money, these 5 will make you more of it. So let's get into it. The first card will be the Citi Custom Cash card. If you want a card that adjusts to your lifestyle, the Citi Custom Cash is one of the smartest choices you can make. Here's how it works. Every single billing cycle, it gives you 5% cash back on your top eligible spending category, up to $500. After that, you get 1%. So let's just say that this month you've been driving more and you fill up on gas. That's your 5% category. Next month, maybe you're eating out more. Now restaurants is your 5% category. You don't have to pick it, you don't have to activate it, it automatically rewards you where you're already spending the most. If you spend $400 on groceries this month, you're walking away with an extra $20 in your pocket. That may not sound like much, but over the year, just in one category, that's $240 back. Most cards will force you into the category that really don't fit your life. So the Custom Cash changes that and adapts to you. The eligible categories include gas, restaurants, groceries, streaming services, drugstores, home improvement stores, and plenty more. That covers about 80% where most people spend their money. Another cherry on top is that this card typically offers a low intro APR on purchases and balance transfers, typically at 0% for up to 15 months. But maybe you don't want the card to decide for you, maybe you rather plan ahead and know which categories are coming up so you can maximize them. This is where our next card will come in. These next 2 cards are so similar that they are often mentioned under the same breath. This includes the Discover It Cashback and the Chase Freedom Flex. Both will give you 5% cash back on rotating categories each quarter, up to $1,500 in spend. You do have to activate them, but the categories are usually things almost everybody spends on. Here are some past categories: groceries in Q1, gas in Q2, Amazon and Walmart in Q3, and dining or PayPal in Q4. So with just a little bit of planning, you can rack up serious rewards. Imagine it's Q3 and Amazon is the 5% category. If you were to spend $1,000 on back to school shopping and household essentials, you're getting $50 back just from that one quarter. The Freedom Flex also add a bonus of 3% back on dining and drugstores year round, which makes it a strong all-around choice. On the other hand, Discover has a cashback match, which they will match every dollar of cash back that you earn within your first year. So if you earn $300, they'll give you another $300. It's like getting 10% back on rotating categories for your first year. The key here is timing your big purchases. So if you're planning for a big Amazon order, then wait for the Amazon quarter. If you want to splurge at Costco, then wait for the wholesale club category. When it comes to intro offers, the Discover It typically has a 0% intro APR, usually up to 15 months on purchases and balance transfers. But for me personally, I prefer the Chase Freedom Flex just due to the fact that you can earn a $200 bonus after spending $500 within the first 3 months. And you will also get a 0% intro APR for the first 15 months. But here's the thing, with both of these cards, you're still limited to whatever categories they choose. What if you want full control and don't want to wait for categories to rotate? That's where our next card comes in, and it's also where today's sponsor fits perfectly. Card number 3 is the Gemini Credit Card. Now, let's talk about a card that does something completely different. The Gemini Credit Card is one of the only credit cards that pay you back instantly in crypto. Here's how it breaks down. 4% back on gas, EV charging, transit, taxis, and rideshare up to $300 a month, 3% back on dining, 2% back on groceries, and 1% back on everything else. And instead of waiting for weeks to see rewards posts, Gemini deposited them directly into your account in real time. That means if you just bought lunch for 20 bucks, you can see Bitcoin, Ethereum, or one of the other 50 other cryptos hit your account the moment that you swipe. Most people have to jump through hoops to buy crypto, they have to transfer money and pay fees, but with Gemini, you're stacking crypto just by spending the way that you already do. Let's just say that you spend $300 a month eating out. With 3% back, that's $12 in crypto every month, or $144 a year. And if that crypto grows in value over time, your rewards actually can become worth more when you actually earn them. If you earn $144 in Bitcoin and it doubled in value, your rewards would now be $288. You essentially got 6% back instead of 3%. Now, crypto can go down too. This isn't guaranteed money. But if you've been curious about crypto but don't want the hassle, the Gemini card is a simple way to dip your toes. There's also no annual fee, there's solid security, and if you decide that you don't want crypto anymore, you can just sell it and transfer cash to your bank. Currently, this card does have a welcome bonus. You can get $200 in Bitcoin when you spend $3,000 within the first 90 days. But maybe you're not in crypto at all. Maybe you just want a card that lets you choose your own categories every single quarter. No guessing, no surprises. That's exactly what this next card is built for. Card number 4 is the US Bank Cash Plus card. The US Bank Cash Plus lets you pick up to 2 categories each quarter where you earn 5% cash back up to $2,000 in combined spending. Some of the options include utilities, cell phone bill, streaming services, home improvement stores, fast food, gyms, and fitness centers. This is one of the only cards that lets you tailor your rewards to bills that you're already paying. Let's just say that you pick utilities and streaming. If your electric bill is $150 and you spend another $50 on Netflix, Hulu, and Disney Plus, you're getting $10 back each month, or $120 each year. Now, it doesn't sound flashy, but think about it. Most cards don't reward utilities at all, and this card does. So here are some ideal seasonal strategies. So Q1, you can use utilities and streaming. This could be winter bills or staying inside. Q2 could be home improvement and gas, like spring projects or just more driving in general. Q3 is fast food and department stores. So this is the summer or back to school. So Q4 can be electronics and cell phone, for example, like holiday shopping or just thinking about upgrading your device. This card also offers 2% back on one category that you choose, like groceries or gas, and 1% back on everything else. When you add up utilities, phone bills, streaming services, and subscriptions, that's easily between $300 to $500 per month, which most cards barely reward. The Cash Plus turns those fixed expenses into some extra cash. This card will usually come with a bonus anywhere between $150 to $200 after spending $1,000 within the first 90 days. It also comes with a 0% APR on purchases and balance transfers for the first 15 billing cycles. But what if you don't like the track categories at all? What if you just want one card that you can swipe anywhere and you know that you're always getting strong rewards? That's where our final card comes in. Card number 5 will be the Wells Fargo Active Cash. Sometimes simple is the best. The Wells Fargo Active Cash gives you a flat 2% cash back on everything. No categories, no caps, no hoops to jump through. This card is your safety net. Anytime that you're not hitting a bonus category on any of the other cards, you pull out the Active Cash and you're still earning at least 2%. Let's just say that you're buying furniture, paying medical bills, or booking travel, or things that don't fit into a bonus category. Spend $1,000 and you get 20 back. With most cards, you only get 10 bucks. This card is straightforward, predictable, and reliable. The average credit card user earns between 1 to 1.5% across all of their spending. A flat 2% often beats the average. This is where the Active Cash shines. If you use other cards for bonus categories like 4% back on gas with Gemini, 5% with rotating categories with the Freedom Flex, and 5% on chosen categories with the Cash Plus, but for everything else, you can just use the Active Cash and get 2% back. It usually also does come with a strong welcome bonus, usually 200 bucks after $1,000 spend, and a 0% intro APR for at least 12 months. On top of all of that, there's no annual fee and cell phone protection if you pay your bill with that card. That's why so many other people pair the Active Cash card with other cards that covers the gap. Now, here's what most people get wrong. They think that they just need one perfect card, but the real power comes with combining all of these the right way. So here's the ideal wallet. You want to get the Citi Custom Cash for automatic 5% for your biggest category. Get the Discover It or the Freedom Flex for planned 5% on rotating categories. Next, get the US Bank Cash Plus for 5% on bills that most cards ignore, and the Wells Fargo Cashback. Then get the Wells Cashback as your 2% cash all, and the Gemini card if you want crypto rewards on gas or dining. With this setup, you're earning 5% on most spending and never less than 2% on anything. For someone who's spending $4,000 a month, this could generate at least $800 per year in rewards. The key is just knowing which card to use when. It just takes a few weeks to build that habit, but once you do, it becomes automatic. Now, here's the thing. Everything that I just showed you is great for earning rewards, but it's not the full story. Because if you want to maximize all rewards, whether it is housing, groceries, everyday purchases, or even travel, you need a bigger strategy that goes beyond just cashback rewards. But what if I told you that there is a way to cover every single aspect of your financial life, from rent, utilities, to food and entertainment, and to travel and major purchases, just using 5 cards in total. A complete system that ensures that you're getting premium rewards no matter what you're spending money on. I'll break it all down in my video called The Only 5 Credit Cards That You Need in 2025. In that video, I show you exactly how to build the perfect wallet so you're maximizing rewards on every dollar that you spend, including strategies that most people never think about. So click right here to watch it now. I'll see you over there.